Okay, we are back at John's. I forgot the damn frame rest. Always forget something. I could edit that out, but I don't care. Back at John's. Primary goal was to obviously check on the one I'm feeding. I just checked the ants. They're freaking everywhere again, so I've got to come up with a barrier into that hive to keep that from keeping to happen. Of course, just as I get started, my smoker decides it's done. Oh, there we go. Alright, so these, quick check. I brought supers, but I can't imagine I'll need them. But again, can't run to the house and grab them if I do need them. So at least the inner cover didn't stick like it did so bad last time. They aren't super happy with me. I mean, I don't blame them, but a little bit more smoky smoke than I'd planned to. They still, a couple of them, they're ready to fight to the death. Oh, there we go. And that, of course, popped, which will make a couple of more of them ready to fight to death. Oh, good deal. More bees up here than there have been, which is good, because I've been kind of worried that it was getting a little meh. So, don't leave that against the hive, because then I'll end up knocking it over. Alright. Pull the trap out. So hive beetle trap out. Nothing in it. That's good. Maybe. I still haven't really done anything with these, so I'm not going to add anything. I'm going to pop down into the bird box just because I haven't looked at that in a couple weeks. I didn't look at it at all last time. Man, these boxes are absolutely stuck together. This is the problem when you don't get in as often, is that they just absolutely glue the boxes together. Of course, they pop like that one did. Yeah, this didn't have hardly anything up in it. Sounded like it had more than it did. This, however, is packed full. So, might rotate some frames here because it looks like this first outer one, as expected, is pretty soft. So we'll maybe flip some, do a little rotation to see if I can get them to draw. Because this one is not, yeah, I mean, wonky comb and whatever, but not much of a draw, especially on this side, which is to be expected. It's the outside frame, so that's full and capped. Yeah, full and capped, full and capped, full and capped, full and capped. I mean, yeah. So I'm going to slide all these. Man, again, you don't get in for a couple weeks, and they just take propolis to a new level. And burr comb. Drawn and kept, but wonky. It's probably one that I shifted to the middle last time. But drawn and capped. I mean, I could harvest this all today. I'm not gonna, because I want to harvest it all at once. The fact that this is a split I did, what, a month ago? No, a month and a half ago, maybe. That's already, that's gonna get me, I don't know, 30 plus pounds of honey. That's pretty awesome. Normally you don't count much on your splits, but this one's gonna do something. All right, let's just stop there. Let me look at that. The other outer frame, I want to pull it in. I'm gonna stick those two just straight up in the middle. Kind of force their hand a little bit because they're not doing anything with them if I don't. This one's even lighter than the other one was. Yeah, they've done almost nothing there. So let's gonna put that one there. Shift off, because that one complete, oh man, I'm gonna pull that just to look at it. It's gorgeous. That weighs a ton. Look at that, almost fully capped. This side even more so. Like I said, I could pull that and harvest today, but I'm not gonna. We'll slide all these over together if they want. May have to slide them over together because they are stuck. Alright, slide. 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 It's annoying though, some of these they've drew out, but weirdly, because they're bulky in spots where the other frame is empty. So I'm having to shift the bottoms over to squeeze these in. Let's see, hopefully I can just push that in. We'll see. If I can get the bottom in, I can get the top will follow. Maybe. Let's get this out of the way. I need all the space I can get. And they're starting to get a little angry, so it's always good. Hopefully I haven't knocked a bunch of honey off. Some of this, oh, there it goes. Fell right in once I did that. Some of this I'm going to have to, frames are at an angle, so it's probably going to create some wonky comb for me, but it's alright. Alright, let's get this loose. Let's do a quick check in the brood chamber just to see, make sure we got brood and etc. And then we'll get out of here. I probably won't even go into the bottom box if I don't have to. They're getting a little grumpy though, so give them a little bit of smoke. Man, that is so heavy. Holy smokes. Whew. Alright. I smashed a bunch of bees when I moved the stupid frames around, but I mean a bunch, like 5. Alright, we're just going to pull a frame or two and see. Yeah, they are purposing the shit out of this. And see, make sure we got brood and stuff. I'll pull one out of the way, and then we'll get one in the middle, and then we'll get out of this frame, or get out of this box. Shit. Oh, that's gorgeous. Too bad it's in the brood chamber. Alright, I got brood right there on the next frame. So let's see if I see eggs or larvae there. We'll be done quickly. Well, also, so no, that could have been a queen cell, but it didn't look like it. I mean, it was on the bottom, but it was also, yeah, I may have to do a little tilty tilt to make sure I don't have a problem here. Well, no, let's see. I just forgot to bring the flashlight. Actually, it's probably in the truck somewhere, but I got plenty of sunlight here. Yeah, there's larvae there on the first frame. That probably was a queen cup. Part of the larvae's there, and I can't really see it very well, so we'll just tilt the box, make sure they're not swarming. I mean, the fact that they're pulling that out that far over is a sign that they're expanding, but it's like you got plenty of room. May actually under super, since both of them are off. It wouldn't be that hard to do in an attempt to get them to slow down a little bit. Man, they are not as happy with me as I'd hoped. I mean, they're definitely a little hot. Alright, get off of me. Thank you. Alright, let's smoke these gals down so I can tilt the box. And then we'll just do a tilty tilt. Hopefully I won't find a ton of swarm cells. It's a good problem to have, I guess, that this split is already trying to swarm, but bad because I don't want to freaking swarm. Just split, you dummy. Alright. Yeah, definitely some, but they all look old. Most of that looks like just drone brood. Yep. Alright, so here. Then again, we'll just do a quick box tilt on that. That's drone. Drone. Oh, I see a fucking varroa mite. Son of a bitch. Looks like just one, but no. I think it was a royal mite. Of course, now I've squished the larva to the point where I can't see anything. That larva I thought was a queen. I think it was just a drone. Alright, a little more smoke. We'll tilt the box, take a quick peek, and then get out of here. And I think I will under super just because, why not? It's only one of them on there, so there's not going to be a big detriment to try. Whoa! A big detriment's not going to hold damn thing off the stand. That's a big detriment. Jesus. I've got to redo these stands. Just need more blocks at the end of the day. Just so I can have a larger surface. Trying to get it just right isn't working. Too used to the pallets at the house that are extra wide. I need to make blocks that are extra wide. Alright, there we go. Yeah, these gals are angry. Fuck. Stay there. There we go. Whoa. Whoa. I am destined to drop this. Slow down. Well, there are so many bees there. There's no way there's any. There's no way to see, much less see if there's swarm cell. Alright, gals, can you I just need you to make sure. Again, there's 2 bees deep on every frame, so it's, but they haven't drawn out a lot of comb there anyway, so it's probably fine. Good thing about that, get off me. Good thing about this little plastic base is that it kind of does sit perfect if you get it right spot. Because the box kind of fits directly on it, so. Bad thing is it's teetering more than I want it to be. Alright, let's get this box back on. And we'll squeak excluder on, under super, just to try because I've never under supered. So the day, oh motherfucker, I've got more blocks. That's making them mad. They all just went at once because I just shifted the whole hive far too much for their liking. Alright, queen excluder on. Those flippity boxes. Take this one, set it here for a second. Set this one and set it here. And see what that gets us next week. Or a couple weeks. I probably won't come back for a couple weeks on these. Man, that is so freaking heavy. Oh my god. Cannot believe how heavy it is. They are roaring. It is time for me to get out of here. I mean roaring. Stupid queen excluder never sits like you want it to. Then you try to move the whole damn hive, which is always. Oh well. Probably causing more harm than good, so let's stop. Alright, gals. Alright, gals, I need you to get off the lip. Alright. Yeah, there's no point in GoPro stop because I'll just flip this. This way for a second. Do this. Make anybody 7 people that are watching this, maybe 6, drunk. Alright. It's hard to see. Alright. Alright, you stupid bee. I'm gonna go to the other hive. Stop it. I got one who's trying to absolutely kill me. Alright. Man, I was standing in the shade for that. I'm still on fire. Tool. There we go. I've got to put the trap back in there. I'll get that when they've calmed down a little bit. Alright, so these guys, much more chill. I'll smoke them eventually, but they didn't do anything when I opened it. But I haven't actually opened it, so. Alright. gals. How you doing? Lots of bees on the inner cover. Lots of bees on the inner cover. Lots of bees, period. Which is a good problem to have. Let's see. Set this on here. Alright. So, it's comical. There's like 4, or maybe 5 drawn frames in here, and those 5 drawn frames, packed. The other ones, not it. Come on. Go to the frames that aren't drawn, you stupid heads. I mean, I tried a little bit of, blinking on the term, checkerboarding, and it clearly did not work. So, they're like, I don't care what you're trying. Alright, again, these are chill, so I'm not going to smoke until I have to. It's probably famous last words, but that hive was angry. Straight up angry. This one seems more chill. Of course, this one has fewer bees, so it may just be a math thing. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completely drawn. Problem is, they've done absolutely fuck all on the others. So those 5 frames are full of bees and honey, it appears. Yeah, that's got some decent weight to it. Oh, man, I just hate the crushing bee sound. Yeah, again, super quick check here. After I smash bees with my hive tool, just make sure I got bees. And I mean, as chill as they are, well, famous last words, I don't want to jinx myself. As chill as they are, there's got to be brood in here. See, this frame has nothing on it, so it'll be easy to get out. So let's pull that one. Yeah. Less picky boo there, nothing, not much. Yeah, bridge. Let's just slide them over to the middle, and hopefully I can. Yeah, that made him a little angry. Alright. Ton of cat brood. That's gorgeous. Weird bridge cat brood, which I freaking hate. Oh no. Well, that's not good. I do see a ton of emergency cells. Or I hope they're not. Well, it's hard to tell. I gotta pull that next frame. That next frame has a bunch of wonky comb on it that is, I don't know if it's emergency cells that are capped, which I'm worried about. It's definitely emergency cells. That one looks almost capped. Rest of it's mostly drone stuff. So that one we'll get rid of. Let's see if that's got anything in it. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Maybe a little, hard to tell. I mean, these bees are chill though, Jesus. Trying to see if I see, oh, there's a larva, but that might be drone. That's definitely a larva. I'm pretty sure that's not drone. So I think we're okay here, other than a couple emergency cells, but this one has just been consistently cranking out emergency cells every time I open it. So, oh shit, doesn't give me an insane amount of heartburn. Love to see more larvae than I'm seeing, but she may not be laying here. Oh, that's funny, there's a bee just poking its head out. Alright, that's just pollen. Let's pull 1 or 2 more frames. Again, mostly because they are chill. If they were as angry as the others, I wouldn't be doing this. Yeah, just tons of emergency cells. Well, they're going in and out of that one, so yeah, that one's, they're feeding that one. So, I mean, it's emergency cell. It's up high though, so if they're ready to replace, comes a point where there's no point in stopping that. Unless you just want to replace it yourself, which I don't, because I don't have it, and I don't want to go buy another queen. Just a massive amount of cat brood though. It's like, what are you replacing? She's laying like well, she was laying like a mofo. Don't see a ton of larvae. Saw some up top, but all right, let's peek into the bottom box real quick, and then we'll get out of here. Let's just slide that other frame over here. Again, it's amazing. These queens bought them at the exact same time. These hives are both in my backyard. Everything's the same. That hive was trying to kill me. This one, again, famous last words, seems to barely care that I'm here. Just wild, the temperament difference. Yeah, there's a queen cell on the bottom. Yeah, those, like I said, those emergency cells give me pause, but at some point they're just, if they're building them that much, it's probably because they need it, and I need to just stop taking them. We'll pull. Do I want to bother pulling the frame here or not? Let's just check the bottom. Well, let's pull a frame because I haven't been in here a couple weeks, so let's get a frame off the end and then we'll go to the middle, and hopefully this one was heavy stores last time and not a ton of brood in the bottom. It appears to be the same, that's all. So we'll put that there and then go to the middle and see if we can get one that's trying to go super gentle because I cannot believe how chill these girls are. Again, I know I'm jinxing myself by saying all that, but I don't know if I've ever seen this many bees be this relaxed. I say that, I smash one. Alright, very middle. Just no brood. So maybe there's a reason there. I mean, whoa, look at that. Pollen galore though. Holy smokes. There's brood on the next one. Let's pull that one real quick and then we'll get out of here. May just be that she's slower than they want. She's definitely slower than I want. Alright, I'm backfilling the capped brood with pollen and nectar here, which is usually a sign there's an emergency. There's a cell that's almost capped. So, do see some larvae here and there though. I think. Yep. Pretty sure that's larvae. Maybe not. Well, we'll check back in a couple weeks. If they really do want to replace her. That one couple that I found that were nearly capped will be capped, and then we'll stay out here for 3 weeks to let them replace her. And cross our fingers. Worst case, I've got the car door swarm that I caught off the, obviously, car door. And I will take them and put them, oh, mother, it's doing so good. I'll take, now they're getting hot, I'll take the car door swarm and combine it with this one to give them a good queen, because that queen seems to be laying good, she just doesn't have enough bees. Alright, gals, I'm leaving. Decent amount of bees, decent amount of capped brood, just not seeing the volume of eggs and larvae, which again, that may be why I keep seeing emergency cells. They're like, stop taking them, we need to replace this under performing chickie. Alright, GoPro, stop recording. Alright, back in these girls. Again, these stupid ants. I've got to figure out a way. The cinnamon didn't work. Instead, I tried cinnamon and it's not even your hive. Get away from me. The cinnamon and blah blah blah. How's my words? Vaseline just didn't work all that well. Look at that. Just covered in them. Obviously all that's now got to be cleaned out and refilled, but I don't know. Alright, where's my frame rest? Again, just going to take a quick peek at these. I brought a box in case they needed it. I don't think they will. This was the swarm for my house. Let's see, there's nothing there. That came out of one of my Damare frame setups, which obviously didn't Damare very well. They were so strong that they laughed at the Damare. I laughed at your attempt. What's some weird kind of thing in there? Alright, we're just going to go straight to the middle. Pull a frame. Make sure we got eggs and such. And then we'll get out of here. Oh, fully. That's gorgeous. Obviously, she's ripping. Almost need to see somewhere else because she's laid that out completely. Well, I mean, I see larvae too, so she's obviously in here, obviously doing her thing. Obviously, you need to leave. So, and there's just no value in here to be in here any longer. Just give them some feed and get out. Alright. May throw, because I know I got one laying on the ground somewhere. Throw a small hot beetle trap in there. Where's that one I saw? That was over here somewhere. There it is. So, take this one that was in one of the other hives that I forgot to put back in. Alright. I just gotta figure out how to combat these ants. Because, I mean, they're obviously not drinking at all because they're just going in and dying, but the biggest concern is that are they then releasing something like oxalate or whatever, some stupid thing that's keeping the bees from drinking it. It's dry, but I don't know if the bees drank it or if it just evaporated or what. So, hello butterfly. Let's see. That is not very tight. Let's get a different trap. I want to drown them. There we go. That'll be enough. All right, it's got a little bit more oil on the outside than I want it to have, but let me grab a rag again. Try not to kill bees. All right, stick that in there. Just put that in there if I said just in casey. And then again, look at this freaking ant problem. I mean, look at that. It's 1,000 ants to. It's not more there. I'm underneath my finger. It's easier just to drop the thing. Hopefully, I'm assuming the queen wasn't in there when I dropped it, but because she was. All right, pissing off the ants that are on the bottom of this, but or the bees. Oh, there's some in the under the lip. I forgot about that. Yeah. All right, frame rest out. Back down. Again, it's just not working. I don't know why. I mean, there's cinnamon and shit almost the entire. Surely they're not going to one little spot where there isn't any, but it'd be hard to do. Okay. We're going to feed heavy because I might not come back to this one for a couple weeks just to let them keep on keeping on. I probably won't be back for a couple weeks at some point. I mean, they haven't done a crazy draw yet. Well, who knows? We'll see. About almost 2 gallons, just because why not? At the house, I can just refill anytime. Here, I cannot. The ants are probably like, yay. I wonder. Well, problem is this thing doesn't sit perfectly flat because these ridges, and the end result is that ants get in. So I need to do some research and figure out how to stop that. So, but for now, one in there as soon as I can close the door. Yeah. All right. For now, we're done. GoPro, stop recording.